Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of Sunday, the 26th of March 2017. The original date of the Murli was 14th of March 1982. The title is Baap Dada's News of This Land and the Lands Abroad. Today, Baap Dada went on a tour with the children. How long would it take Baap Dada to tour the whole world? He can choose how much time he takes to complete his tour, whether he does it in great detail or in essence. Today is the day to meet the double foreigners. Therefore, Baba is giving news of his travels. What did he see in the foreign lands and what did he see in this land? Some time ago, there was a wave of a speciality of the foreign lands that came to Bharat. What was it? Just as people abroad used to remain constantly engrossed in the facilities of temporary happiness, so the people of Bharat too have used many foreign facilities to attain happiness. They have experienced and are still experiencing a lot of intoxication by using those foreign facilities that bring temporary happiness. The people of Bharat copied the use of the temporary facilities, and because of this copying, they have lost their original power. They stepped away from their spirituality and took the support of the foreign facilities of happiness. What did the foreign lands do? They did something very sensible. They attracted the real spiritual power of Bharat to their foreign lands. As a result of that, a great many followers from abroad are seen following anyone who is famous for having spiritual power or being a guru. Souls abroad are renouncing artificial facilities and are very much attracted to real things and to spirituality, whereas the people of Bharat have become engrossed in artificial facilities. They have discarded their own things and are moving towards things that don't belong to them, whereas souls abroad have a great desire for seeking, recognizing and attaining real things. Therefore today, whilst Baap Dada was touring this land and the lands abroad, he saw on his tour what the people of Bharat were doing and what the people abroad were doing. Seeing the people of Bharat, Baap Dada felt mercy for the souls of the number one religion of the highest clan, who have forgotten their own special things and become so engrossed in adopting the things that the souls of a later religion have renounced. This is why, whilst sitting in the home of Bharat, they don't even know the Father, the elevated guest who has come to Bharat, the home, whereas souls abroad heard the message from far away, recognized the Father, and have come here. Therefore, Baap Dada is seeing that the double foreigners have very sharp eyes of recognition. From far away, they have seen and have attained through their eyes of recognition and their experience. Baap Dada has mercy for the people of Bharat and especially the residents of Abu, because though they are so close, they don't have eyes of recognition. Their eyes of recognition remain blind. Seeing such children, there would be mercy for them, would there not? So Baba was seeing the wonder of the double foreigners. What else did Baba see? Nowadays, just as Bharat is poor, so, as the final moments come closer, there is less than plenty for the people abroad as well. When a tree is flourishing, it is covered with fruit or flowers, but when it begins to dry up, all the fruit or flowers also begin to dry up. So, the fruit and flowers of the speciality of attainment of a land through which people remain happy and in an atmosphere of peace have also begun to dry up. Now, it is not so easy to get a job in the foreign lands. Did you ever hear of this problem abroad before? So this too is a sign that the facilities of happiness and the fruit of peace are drying up. The main trunk of Bharat is drying up, and it has begun to affect the main branches. The Christian religion is the last main branch. In the picture of the tree, which branch is of the Christian religion? Of the main branches that you show, this is the last one, is it not? Up to that branch, the attainment of plenty that was flourishing has now dried up. This is the sign of the state of decay of the whole tree. So, in the whole world, Baba saw that the fruit and flowers of temporary attainment have dried up. There are just two other things. One is to cry out in the mind and through the lips, and the other is to be compelled to continue to live in and run the country in whatever way is possible. To cry out, that is chillana in Hindi, and to continue with the task, that is chalana in Hindi. These are the only two things left, that is chillana and chalana. Going along in great happiness has come to an end, and all that is left is to keep going in whatever way possible. It has become like this abroad as well. So, what is this a sign of? For how long can one continue to do everything under compulsion? Now, what do you do with a world that is crying out? Give the wings of attainment to those who are doing everything under compulsion and make them fly. Who will be able to make them fly? Those who are in the flying stage themselves. So, are you in the flying stage? Are you in the flying stage or the stage of ascent? It shouldn't even be the stage of ascent. You now have to be in the flying stage. So, where have you reached? What do you double foreigners think? The majority of you are teacher quality like the father, are you not? A teacher means one who has the flying stage. You are like this, are you not? Acha. Today, Baba simply told you the news of his tour. Now, those of this land and abroad are very clearly seeing these practical signs. When something happens nowadays, they say it happened 100 years ago. Many unique things are happening because all of these things will reveal the unique Father. The sound that emerges from everyone's mouth is, what will happen now? Everyone has this very clear question mark in their intellect. The words that will emerge now are, whatever had to happen has happened. The Father has come. The question mark will finish and the full stop will be applied. Just as churning produces butter, first there is a lot of movement, and then the butter emerges. So, only after the fluctuation of the question mark will the butter of revelation emerge. The upheaval has started at a great speed. The butter of revelation will now be visible in all corners of the world. However, who is going to eat this butter? Are you ready to eat it? Everyone is invoking you angels. Acha. To those who enable souls to lack something to attain all attainments, to the great donors who donate to everyone the eyes of recognition, to the contented souls who are bestowers of blessings and who give everyone the blessing of contentment, to those who constantly make other souls fly with the wings of their attainment, to those who are constantly in the flying stage, to those who reveal the Father through their own being, to the elevated souls who are revealed in front of the world, Bap Dada's love remembrance and namaste. And then Avyakt Bap Dada was personally meeting a group of children from abroad. Do you constantly experience yourself to be full of all attainments? Do you experience all attainments? What signs are visible in a soul who experiences all attainments? He will be constantly content. The sign of contentment would be constantly visible on his face. It would be visible from his face that that soul has attained everything. In a worldly way, you can tell from the face of a prince, a princess, or someone of a high clan that the soul is full and content. In the same way, let it be visible on the faces of you who belong to this spiritual clan that you have attained something that no one else has attained. Do you feel that your behavior and your face have changed? Has the sparkle of attainment come onto your faces? Double foreigners have received a double chance. Therefore, they have to do double service. How will you do double service? Not just through words, but also through your behavior and through your face. Just as you have become moths, so too you are souls who will bring many other moths to the flame. Seeing you fly, other moths will begin to fly behind you. Just as you go into the depths of everything, similarly, you must go into the depths of the experience of every virtue. The more you go into the depths, the more new experiences you will have daily. Just as you experience being an embodiment of peace every day, so too experience newness every day. You can have new experiences when you go into solitude. To be in solitude means always to be in solitude physically and also to remain constantly absorbed in the depths of one. When you say the word Baba repeatedly, let there be the experience of something new every time you say it. When you came in the beginning, you used the word Baba. You used the same word Baba when you arrived in Madhuban. Now you are to return home, you will use the same word Baba. However, there will be such a vast difference in the way you said it when you came and the way you say it now. You have this experience, do you not? It is the same word Baba, but on the basis of your heart's attainment, your experience of the same word Baba has grown. Therefore, there is a difference, is there not? In the same way, have a new experience with all the virtues every day. You are an embodiment of peace, but on the basis of which point do you experience peace? For instance, when you say, I, this soul, am a resident of Paramdham, you experience peace. However, when you say, I, this soul, am an embodiment of peace and happiness in the Golden Age, that experience is different. In the same way, whilst performing actions and in the middle of an atmosphere of peacelessness, when you say, I, this soul, am an embodiment of peace, that experience is something else again. Although you are an embodiment of peace, there is a difference in all three, is there not? Therefore, let there be daily progress in your experiencing being an embodiment of peace. Sometimes experience being an embodiment of peace through one point and at other times through another point. Then you will have new experiences every day. By keeping yourself constantly busy with this, you will experience something new all the time. Otherwise, when you move along with the same method of remembrance and same method of listening to and studying the Murli, you begin to experience that to be a common thing. This is why the enthusiasm always stays as it was. It doesn't increase. The result is that you sometimes become careless. I know how to do this. I already know this. Then, instead of the flying stage, you come onto the stage of standing still. This is why you definitely need this method for yourself and for the souls for whom you become instruments. Constantly experience newness. Do you understand? The majority of you souls are instruments for service. Therefore, you definitely have to imbibe this speciality. Every day extract one point or other. What are the points to experience being an embodiment of peace? Similarly, keep the special points of being an embodiment of love and bliss in your intellect and have new experiences every day. Always remember to experience something new each day and give others that same experience. Then, when you sit down for Amrit Vela, you will sit with great interest. Otherwise, there is a wave of laziness. When you receive something new, you don't feel lazy. When there are the same things again and again, laziness creeps in. So, do you understand what you have to do? Have you understood the method? If you have any questions, you can ask them now. The foreigners generally like variety anyway. When you have a picnic, you need something savory and something sweet. You need many varieties. Similarly, when you sit down for a special experience, consider yourself to be going to Bap Dada to have a variety picnic. As soon as you hear the word picnic, you will become alert. Laziness will run away. In any case, you all like having picnics and going out, do you not? So, go out. Sometimes go to Paramdam. Sometimes go to heaven. Sometimes go to Madhuban. Sometimes go to the London Centre and sometimes go to Australia. When there is variety, you feel entertained. Blessing or Vardhan is: may you be a most elevated and wealthy one who maintains the faith and spiritual intoxication of having unlimited and full rights. Again, may you be a most elevated and wealthy one who maintains the faith and spiritual intoxication of having unlimited and full rights. At present, you children have such elevated and full rights that you have a right over the Almighty Authority Himself. Children who have a right to God claim a right to all relationships and complete wealth. It is only at this time that you receive from the Father the blessings of the most elevated wealth. You have the imperishable wealth of all virtues, all powers, and elevated knowledge. Therefore, no one else can be as wealthy as you. Slogan: remain constantly alert and carelessness will finish. Again, remain constantly alert and carelessness will finish. Om Shanti.